we'll just wait for that. Is it a train? Is it a plane? Who knows? Amy's going to sneeze. Careful you don't kick the tripod over. Can we go? Are we good?
I think so.
Rock and roll. Hi guys, I'm Becca. I've just finished a Q&A session with the BBC at Hay Festival. Never done a Q&A session before. It was a first time experience for me. Loved it. The crowd was really receptive. I really want to shout out a young rapper by the name of Zayn. He's going to do great things in his future. Yeah, I really enjoyed talking to the people of Hereford, Wales about my musical journey and how I write lyrics. So yeah, and I'm currently just in a random BBC house in Hereford. So follow your dreams, people, because anything can happen.
Now, I've been presenting on BBC Local Radio for about 20 odd years, and I'm very fortunate to do a show that's called Sunday Night with Vicky Tapper, where the two guests you're going to hear from today have been on. Today, we're looking at, the theme of it is penning the lyrics. So we're looking and going to be hearing from two artists who are in the rap and grime music world. Now, one or two of you in here are like, is that grime? Grime? Is that dirt? No, it's not dirt. It's a style of music that's extremely popular, as well as rap. And so please put your hands together and make them feel extremely welcome. We're going to be hearing from BEKAH, who's a rapper and grime artist, MC C4. Welcome to the stage. Excellent, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so welcome both. You're not nervous, are you? No.
I'm a bit nervous now.
A bit nervous.
I wasn't nervous before, but I'm nervous.
Seeing
now.
everybody in front of you, but look, it's a joy to have you both. And also, I think what's also very interesting, very timely, that this is 50 years of hip hop, which for you, I'd say that you're standing on the shoulders of Chuck D, Run DMC, Tribe Called Quest, some well-known names within the world of hip hop. So how does that make you feel when you know that in this 50th year, you're still, in a way, carrying on a style of music that came from hip hop?
Proud. Proud that we've come so far and it's so accessible now today, so people like myself can do it. Yeah.
There's a great series on BBC iPlayer by Chuck D from Run DMC called Fight the Power, How Hip Hop Changed the World. So I'm just really pleased that we can get the opportunity to talk about it in this way. But let me ask about you two and get an insight into you, both of you. So let me start with you, BEKAH, because you're born in Redditch, yes. I believe, right? You're born in Redditch, you live in Kidderminster. And that's really interesting because I would not expect to see a mixed heritage woman rapping coming from those areas. So tell us a little bit about your beginnings.
So I started off in the church, as a lot of artists like myself do. But my dad's a preacher and I'm half Pakistani and half Montserratian. So yeah.
I'm half Montserratian as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it when a brand comes to get revelation. Montserrat in the house.
Yes. But I'm actually also part of the LGBT community, if you can't tell already. But it was a difficult time growing up for me, so I really found my voice with rap music because it enabled me to kind of say what I wanted to say unhinged, and that's where my love for rap grew really. And I grew up in the era of like Boy Better Know when they were coming up. Even C4, like I watched C4 when I was coming up.
Making me feel old now.
We're like the same age, but it was an inspiration to me. So to be on this stage today next to someone I saw coming up, it's huge for me. So
I appreciate that.
Brilliant. No, thank you. And you're right, because for you, C4, I remember you started off from about, I don't know, 11, 12, didn't you?
Yeah, I started early. Yeah.
But let's have a little bit of your music now. So we're going to hear a snippet of the track by you, BEKAH, which, if I remember rightly, is Shots.
They say I'm so intelligent, not like them girls. I'm elegant.
Give her a round of applause. Well, I kind of want to delve into how that works, but I won't do that just yet. But it's called Shots.
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. All right, and now let's have a little bit of from you, C4. This is from your latest album, On Track, and What You Need.
Yo, I just want to feel. I've had this and chill.
I know there'll be some of us here, and I know you will be sitting there going, I like the beat, but I still don't really get all the words. They get all the words. So we will come back to that. As I said, it's a joy to know that you're doing this. You've both featured on BBC radio stations, been on introduced. I think BEKAH, you were like track of the week or track of the month when it came to introduce you. You've been on One Extra. To get onto those platforms, when you are local artists and you're not blown up like a Jay-Z, you know, or like Ludacris, anything like that, how's that feel as well?
For me, it's like BBC introducing for me is like really, really open doors for me, and it's something I set as a benchmark to hit, and the fact that I've managed to hit it like consistently now is huge, and it just opens up so many doors. So you can never take something like that for granted because you never know where it can lead to. Like I'm here today because of BBC introducing, so yeah.
But what was it like hearing your songs on
It's
radio?
surreal. It's so surreal. It's like, is that me? Like you're just listening to the songs and you're jamming. It's actually me. I'm on the radio. Like Mom, I'm on the radio. Yeah, it's mad.
We're going to come on to then some of the writing and the way that you put music together. But BEKAH, you, in a sense, a little bit like C4, but you're an independent artist, female, and as you said, you know, part of the LGBT community. So all of that together, that would feel quite pressurising. So how do you get the energy to campaign or at least stand independently in that sense?
Good question.
Thank you.
It's just having that belief that it's what you're meant to do. If I genuinely didn't feel it in my heart that this is what I'm on the planet to do, I wouldn't be doing it. So with that said, yeah, I am different, but that's what makes me unique. So I can't not do it. It's who I am.
And you mentioned that, you know, obviously you've grown up with both of you in a church background, but you, in an academic sense, went on to do access to music courses. And does that play a part in the foundation of understanding about music for you, BEKAH?
100%. I studied access to music in Birmingham, and then I went on to the British Academy of Music in London. And for me, it just gave me a wider understanding of the music industry, music business, how to construct songs, how to perform songs, and it just opens up your network as well.
And are you both working as well as doing the music, or is the music full time? C4?
Yeah, so I teach music as well. So I go into schools and I teach the young kids how to write lyrics, how to songwrite, how to record themselves, how to produce. I do a lot of things actually. I do video as well, do graphic design.
Brilliant. So, and again, so the creative industry is really key to what
Yeah.
you're about.
But as long as what I'm doing is in the creative field, I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like it just makes me feel alive. I can just make things and just create. Yeah.
So, BEKAH?
Yeah, for me, I work part-time in procurement as a whiteout, so I look after the roads. If you got stuck in like roadworks, probably my fault. But yeah, that's what I do on the side to fund my music.
Brilliant. Okay, well, look, let's have a little bit more of the music and now go into, as the title of our session is penning the lyrics, how that comes together. For a lot of people where they may say they've struggled with rap or they've struggled with grime music, is, as you know, some of us are sitting here going, we can't hear because it's at such a speed, you're using slang. How does that all tie in if you want it to be appreciated by a wider audience?
I think for me, when it comes to rapping, it's not necessarily always about catching every lyric. Sometimes it's about the flow, like just following the flow of what the words are doing, and then you can kind of go into the lyrics after and be like, okay, that's clever, I get that now. But for me, initially, it's about the flow that hooks me into the beat.
For you, Betsy, do you have a similar thing? Do you want to develop a particular hook or a style of words that people always know that's a BEKAH tune, that's a BEKAH way she drops
I think
things?
in the past I have, but I'm at a place now where I just, sometimes I'll just whisper, I'll be like, and it will just like echo. Just start the track and then you know it's me. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to come with a particular tag.
Alright, okay, well talking about you, let's hear a little bit more then from you. And this is the track standards.
flip it like I planned it. Shoot your shot, I'm candid. Talk is cheap, my money clean. I rack it up and bank it. You will never see me drop my standards. Might take one now, bounce right back, flip it like I planned it. Shoot your shot, I'm candid. Talk is cheap, my money clean. I rack it up and bank it. I stay suspicious, getting those about my business. Call it litmus, she wants it's my fitness. That's cause my witness, if I said it with my chest, then I ain't it for forgiveness. Moving vicious, she thought the big I am. See me pull up then ran. Bet why you moving mad? I hate a ruined plan. These girls are lacking.
Hold on, I'm getting into that. I ain't gonna drop my standards. So tell me about that. How did that come together?
I got annoyed one day. As do most of my songs come about that way. But yeah, I just got annoyed one day and was like, do you know what, I'm not dropping my standards, never. So I just wrote.
And the influence to have that style, because that I would say is the grime, the grime vibe, a slower pace. So for those who would want to pick up the lyrics, they can do in that. So tell me about that, and I'll come to you, see, for about that element of grime.
Yeah, so that is a drill track, and I'm not from the inner cities, I'm from the suburbs, but I don't think genres should be like classed into where you're from. So I was like, I want to try my hand at doing a drill track, but I can't write about the same things that someone who doesn't come from where I come from talks about. So I was like, I want to do it in my way that still has that edge to it, but talk about my truth, which is not dropping the standards.
Yes, no, it's true. If you don't mind me asking, therefore, then, Becca, you're from a small community as well. Has that been difficult, breaking out of that and challenging the stereotype? And, you know, as you said, your mixed heritage, Caribbean descent, which we know can be quite a very strong anti, if you're not walking in this particular way, you know, LGBTQ is like an unsaid code, we just don't go there. So how's that been?
It's been tough, like I won't lie, it's been a tough journey so far, and I'm only just starting to see like the light at the end of the tunnel. But these things drive me at the end of the day, because I see what I'm doing is like, it's going to open up so many doors for other people as well to like have that voice. So it's important work that I'm doing. Yeah.
And going back to your music, for both of you, you know, I've mentioned some of the hip hop names, but of course in the noughts, the 90s, R&B, even pop R&B, even, you know, tomorrow we're going to be having Stormzy here. So you know, what influences from other genres do you have in your music, and has it changed as it's gone on?
Yeah, no, it's like worship music for me, because like Hillsong and things like that, because it's the catchy choruses, and that's where I find my catchy choruses come from. But then I didn't come into listening to secular music till quite late, because I was never allowed. So I'd say it was like Rihanna as well, because I saw her doing so many different styles of music, but it was still her. So I've definitely took that into my music. And then in terms of rap, I try and listen to quite current artists, because I like to know what people are listening to now and see where I fit in that pocket. So I'd say people like Central C, RD, Stormzy, like these are all people that I look at. And Lady Leisha, obviously, from Birmingham, she inspired me a lot.
And is it therefore again important that you saw or you still see people that look like you as well? And when you're going into schools and for UC4 and even within your work, Becca, is that important to represent?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we always get like influenced and like inspired by people who we can see a bit of ourselves in. And that's what drew me to Rihanna in the first place. At one point I think I just wanted to be her. But yeah, no, you just take little bits from people, and if you don't have that representation, then you're kind of just a bit lost, because you don't know if who you are is even valid, because they're not in those positions.
Good question. That's a really, I'm going to let you go. That's a good question. Do you hear like the rhythm when people speak? You know, I actually don't, but I feel like that is a really good technique. It doesn't come to me like that, but yeah, like I do daydream a lot though. I do daydream a lot. But yeah, no, that's a sick technique. I've never heard of that.
Now you've said it, I actually am. Like, as you were just talking, I was
you listening to the rhythm?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Probably now for the rest of my life, mate.
the rhythm on my voice. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Oh, brilliant. Well, look, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure to see you. When we first walked in, there was about 3 of us. We're like, hey! But thank you so much. I really do appreciate you coming here. Again, as we said, BBC Academy, it's part of our work to inform and educate and share the other pockets of what the BBC are doing. And we're just so pleased that we can at least help you all know of the talent that we have, as one of our earlier questionnaires had said about being from the West Midlands. And I really hope that you can go back and share this with friends and family, and therefore be able to, to actually help break some of the stereotypes and some of the imagery that you may have heard about young people and the music that they do, and why they love the style and the genre of music that they do. But please put your hands together. I'm so pleased that we've had BEKAH the rapper and Grime MC artist. And as I said, this is the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So if you want to go and check out the documentary series on BBC iPlayer with Chuck D, Fight the Power, How Hip Hop Changed the World, please do check that out. I've been your host, Nikki Tapper. Let's go out with C4's track that is done with the artist Wiley from London. Great tune, love the tune, big up the tune. Please, everybody, enjoy yourself for the rest of the day, and thank you again. And because you know what?